Lewis Hamilton strengthened his push for a fifth world title by increasing his championship lead to 24 points on Sunday as he claimed a convincing victory for Mercedes in the Hungarian Grand Prix. The defending world champion came home 17.123 seconds ahead of title rival and fellow four-time champion Sebastian Vettel of Ferrari after the German had survived a collision with Valtteri Bottas in the second Mercedes. That came on lap 65 of the 70, when Vettel finally passed Bottas, the Finn's right front wing touching his rear left tire under braking, wrecking Mercedes' hopes of a 1-2 finish. Kimi Räikkönen finished third, his fifth podium finish in a row, in the second Ferrari ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, who surged from 12th on the grid to 4th for Red Bull ahead of Bottas, who finished 5th after a late pit stop. It was Hamilton's record 6th win in Hungary, his 5th this season and the 67th of his career. "We came here knowing that the Ferrari would be really quick this weekend," said Hamilton. "But to come out with these points, we'll definitely take as a bonus. What a beautiful day and a great crowd, and a great job from the team." Hamilton now has 213 points to Vettel's 189 after the 12th of 21 races this year and before the championship takes a European summer break. Frenchman Pierre Gasly came home 6th for Toro Rosso ahead of Kevin Magnussen of Haas, Fernando Alonso of McLaren, on his 37th birthday, fellow Spaniard Carlos Sainz of Toro Rosso and Romain Grosjean in the second Haas. "P2 is not what we really wanted, but the maximum we could get today," said Vettel. The race, preceded by a minute's silence for former Ferrari boss Sergio Marchionne, began in sweltering conditions with a track temperature of 57 degrees Celsius and air at 34. After Saturday's rain-lashed qualifying, the teams had a free choice of tires, which saw Ferrari split their strategy, Vettel, like Sainz, choosing softs, while Räikkönen and the rest started on ultra-softs. Verstappen forced out the Mercedes men made perfect getaways, Hamilton streaking clear and Bottas staying close to resist attacks as Vettel swept inside into third. Verstappen, who had moved up to fifth, made an early exit, his Renault engine grumbling into retirement on lap 6. After one lap under virtual safety car (VSC) conditions, Hamilton resumed his charge. He was 4.5 seconds clear of Bottas by lap 10 and 5.7 by lap 14 when Räikkönen pitted, followed immediately by Bottas, both switching to softs. This left Vettel in pursuit of Hamilton, but despite some swift laps, he remained 7 seconds adrift of Hamilton before the champion pitted after 25 laps. He rejoined second between the German and Bottas. In clear air, Vettel pushed to extend his lead to more than 12 seconds by lap 36, with Bottas further adrift and, in turn, ahead of Räikkönen by just 1.2 seconds. Held by traffic and still on his original worn softs, Vettel began to struggle and his lead tumbled to 9.5 seconds by lap 39 when he pitted. A slow stop cost him 2 seconds and he emerged third behind Bottas. Räikkönen had pitted a lap earlier, falling to 5th behind Ricciardo, who had yet to stop. For Ferrari, it was not an encouraging position given their raw speed advantage in practice. The Australian pitted, finally, after 44 laps, switching to ultras. By lap 45, Hamilton led Bottas by 10 seconds with Vettel a further 3 seconds adrift and making little impact, despite fresher tires. On lap 51, Stoffel Vandoorne slowed and retired from an encouraging 9th at turn 1. A VSC was deployed. On resumption, Vettel closed to within a second of Bottas, but despite tires that were 24 laps younger, he was unable to find a pass as Räikkönen closed in. For Hamilton, it was a dream scenario and, with 10 laps to go, he was 18 seconds clear of the unyielding Bottas, who had both Ferraris bottled up behind him, within a second, until Vettel lunged by with 5 laps to go.